Notes in front of me, coffee in one hand, and eyes on the prize. A passionate display of high school football in one of the crown jewels of our beautiful state. Is there a better way to spend a night? I don't think so. Hey everybody, Matt Bagley here with you, broadcasting South Medford Panther High School football on the home of the Panthers, News Media, 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX, and streaming online for our friends and fans across the world at kcmxam.com. I am at gorgeous McMinnville tonight, McMinnville High School, home of the Grizzlies and our opposition tonight, as South Medford seeks to beat them and move their record to 3-1. I'll break down how South has that win-loss tally so far this season, break down what they expect from their foes tonight, and break down what we might see on this beautiful turf field here at McMinnville. I consider this the Napa of our state. Wine country, farm country, just about everything in bloom. Right now, though, just high school football on the harvest as the Panthers seek their third win of the fall. Beautiful fall night here, comfortably cool with a little misty rain and a great forecast for football. Should see some offense, should see some defense, should see some amazing plays by each side. We'll break it down a little further next. You're listening to South Medford Panther Football, presented by Abby's Pizza, right here on your home for South Medford Sports. News Media, 99.5 FM, 880 AM, KCMX. Hello everybody, Matt Bagley back with you, live at McMinnville High School, where the Grizzlies host your South Medford Panthers tonight in what should be a pivotal contest for both squads. McMinnville trying to even up their record, 1-2, after a string of losses to Roseburg and South Salem, while South Medford seek to get back on the winning column after losing a shootout to Liberty, 53-41, their first defeat of the fall. South 2-1 on the year. I want to focus on three South Medford players in this segment who I think could make an impact tonight. It starts at quarterback with Toren Tuttle. He's really shown a craftiness this year, not so much a cannon of an arm, but an ability to move around in the pocket, squirm out of traffic, get out of pressure, and find the open man on a breakaway. He could have a big night. Isaac Dillon, his tailback in the backfield, I think could have a great night as well. McMinnville have a lot of size, but they're a young team. They might not be quite ready. And you know what, folks? McMinnville's band is playing the anthem, so I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back. Every week I'm at a different school, different venue, different rules. I apologize for that last segment there, folks. Time to finish what I was saying about three South Medford stars tonight to look out for when the Panthers battle McMinnville in our high school football broadcast tonight. Toren Tuttle, Isaac Dillon in the backfield. Now, Dillon, they want to give him carries early and often because it feeds into Bill Singler's offensive game plan. If you establish the run on first and second downs, you get a shorter down and distance on third for your crafty QB Tuttle to make something happen, and you also get the play action opened up, which Bill Singler, student of Bill Walsh, studying at Stanford back in the day. I think if he gets the play action game going, South Medford's going to be real tough to stop tonight. Third star for the Panthers that I want to see break out, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I would say Austin Boster here, star receiver, burner. He's got speed, he's got wheels, but I'd expect McMinnville to scheme him out. He gets double teamed pretty much every Friday night, and that opens up opportunities for Trey Alvarez. Trey's got speed and wheels, just doesn't have the name recognition that Austin has, and he could have a big night if McMinnville try to press him 1v1. I'll get you three McMinnville stars to watch out tonight. Also, a reminder, our records of note, South Medford 2-1, McMinnville 1-2, and we'll have another record to talk about when I come back. Opening kickoff and the fourth game of the year for these teams coming up next. You're listening to South Medford Panther Football as they take on McMinnville on News Media, 99.5 FM, 880 AM, KCMX. Perfect timing. Hey, everybody. South Medford have the opening kickoff here at McMinnville. Matthew Washburn will blast it away for the home team Grizzlies. Austin Boster back deep to receive. A shy kick that Boster catches on the left hash mark of the 10-yard line and now moves right hash mark out to the 20 with a crease 25. Hole shut quickly out of beyond the 25 and just shy of the South Medford 30. That's where the Panthers will start this drive and start this game. 11:53 in the first, no score. South Medford possession to begin the ball game. McMinnville seeking their second win of the campaign and their first against a 6A foe. While South Medford, they've only played 6A teams so far. They lost to a good one at home last week against Liberty, and they aim to get back on track tonight. Shotgun set for South Medford, empty backfield, and a handoff finds Jamal Parnell sweeping right to left, getting the carry and taking it out to the 30 with a block from his left guard. A gain of 3 for the Panthers, 2nd and 7. Toren Tuttle in the shotgun tonight for South Medford, one of the stars I mentioned for this Panther team. Doesn't have the biggest arm, not the strongest arm. We're not talking about Patrick Mahomes here, but he's got that courage and craftiness that you need from a quarterback at any level. He's in the shotgun with Parnell to his right, 2 receivers left, 1 man alone right. Looks left, stays left, pump fakes, now tucks and runs. Tuttle scrambling up the middle, taken down from behind. I think he got a yard, avoiding the sack with a gain of 1, 3rd and 6. And we've crossed our first minute of action. 11 minutes in the first, no score. A 3rd down situation here. I'd say a long 6 to the marker. South Medford break huddle. Tuttle will lead a shotgun set. Parnell in the backfield to his left. Austin Boster flanked out wide to the right. 2 receivers and a tight end, Carson Coda, on the left. Coda could be a threat here. He's got size. Might be a mismatch. Tuttle gets the shotgun snap on 3rd and long. Fires an out route down the right. Caught by Boster. Runs back to the football. Gets out to the 40 and moves the chains. First down, South Medford. Austin Boster, Mr. Reliable, snagging it down. First down and 10. We're going to say Boster's name a lot tonight if he gets soft coverage like that. I expected more of a double team against him. He's a speed threat. He deserves it. But he took advantage of what the defense showed him on that play. Same formation for South Medford. Now they motion Coda in between 2 other receivers on the left. Tuttle looks that way, fires a screen, caught in the backfield, making the grab and darting upfield. Trey Alvarez gets his name called for the first time tonight. Alvarez beyond the line of scrimmage and shaking and weaving and rocking his way to the red M midfield logo for McMinnville. He's just shy of the midfield slice in the half of the turf. 9:40 on the clock, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 from the South Medford 47-yard line. Still no score, but South aimed to change that. Tuttle with a 4-receiver shotgun spread, 2 to each side. Parnell in the backfield to his right. Steps up to the line, audibles an instruction, and now moves Parnell to his opposite side. Gets the snap, handoff Parnell, dive run up the middle. Jamal Parnell out beyond the line of scrimmage for a gain of 2. 3rd and 4. The second 3rd down for South Medford on the opening drive of the night. Under 9 minutes in the first, tied at 0. It is a beautiful night for football here in McMinnville. Earlier I said this was the Napa of our state. Wine country surrounding this gorgeous town. Farmland within this town. And a cool, crisp breeze here at the high school for the fans in the stands. 3rd and 4 for South Medford, a yard shy of midfield. Tuttle in the shotgun. Receivers flood the right of the formation. And before the snap, Bill Singler wants a do-over. Timeout, South Medford. The Panthers burn their first tally of the evening. And McMinnville still with all 3 to use. 8:29 in the first. This break in the action gives me a chance to thank our friends at Abby's. They've got a real tough question for pizza lovers. Pepperoni or Hawaiian? Hey, how about both? That's the answer Abby's came up with. They've combined their Hawaiian pizza with their pepperoni pizza, and they offer a giant half pepperoni, half Hawaiian with giant flavor as well for just $18.99. That's Abby's Legendary Pizza. 3 locations in Southern Oregon, 2 in Medford, 1 in Central Point. Abby's Legendary Pizza. Tuttle in the shotgun for South Medford. 3rd down and 4, a yard shy of the 50. Snap to Tuttle, 3-step drop. Looks to the right, flushed out of the pocket, scrambles right, throws, a diving effort, but the ball skips off the turf, incomplete. Austin Boster gave it everything he had, curling and coming back to the football, but to no avail. The incompletion forces 4th and 4, and since the Panthers are a yard shy of midfield, they'll just safely punt the ball away. From my vantage point, it's difficult to see who will do those honors, but I'll get that to you. The snap. Oh, that's Zach Miller. That's right. Punt the ball beyond midfield. In the air, 40, 30, landing 25, and downed by South Medford as Brian Flores gets near it and touches the football in between the 20 and the 30 of McMinnville. Little spot on the right hash mark of the McMinnville 24-yard line. And that's where the Grizzlies will take their first swing at things tonight. 8-10 in the first, no score. McMinnville in a tight I formation to begin this game with Kyron Hawkinson, their starting QB. He crouches low under center, gets the snap, and gives it up to a running back, diving up the middle and banging forward for a couple yards. A solid gain, 4 yards on 1st down and 10, hitting the 8-minute mark of the first, and McMinnville with some positive momentum. By my tally, it's tough to tell with those McMinnville jerseys. They're kind of like North Medford, but much tougher to spot the shade of red versus black. That would be a handoff to McMinnville's Kirby Hartzell. He's got a bunch I formation, everybody in the backfield, and he gets the handoff, taking it up the middle again, and he's not denied. Turning forward all the way to the McMinnville 36. A gain of 8 when McMinnville just needed 6. That's a 1st down and fresh chains. A tight I formation on 1st down and 10. 3 tight ends, 1 back, led by a fullback. The snap, a pitch as they sweep it to the left, breaking a tackle and driving out into the open field. Another solid McMinnville run, blown up by South Medford. Preston Glinter with the carry, and I should mention Cole Justice in at QB. That was an interesting note, as early in the season they couldn't quite decide between Justice and Hawkinson. Seems like they've figured out that competition. 2nd and 3. Justice under center. Glinter in the backfield. They give him another carry, and Glinter gleans forward on a run up the middle, crossing the line of scrimmage at the 45, out to the 47, and turning the chains forward. Another McMinnville 1st down. Still no score, 6:28 in the first. But right now, it's a battle of speed versus size. South Medford have the speed in the receiving core, but McMinnville have no need to go wide when they've got size up front. They are smashing it up the middle. Let's see if they change it up. 1st down and 10. In the backfield, the pitch from Justice to Glinter. Another sweep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it ain't broke. Glinter powering his way down the left flat, cutting up field, and roped down just a yard shy of the 50. A gain of 3, maybe 4. I'll say 2nd and a short 7 yards. Under 6 minutes in the first, still no score. And the crowd is really filled out here. Packed grandstands here at McMinnville. Justice under center with a tight I formation. He's got 2 H-backs, 2 tight ends, and a tailback. And it's a bunch of misdirection. They fake the pitch to the tailback, give it to a wingback on the near side, and drive forward for a gain of 2, maybe 3 or 4 yards. Nice little scamper there. Cade Weeks sliding through an open hole in the defense. 3rd and short for McMinnville. 5 minutes in the first, no score. The first 3rd down of the day for this home team. Justice under center. Pitches it to Glinner, sweeping to the right. Met in the backfield. I don't think he got it. Thrown down by white jerseys. South Medford send him backwards, and forward progress will play a pivotal role here. What does the sideline judge say? 4th down. An impressive defensive stop. 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and McMinnville hesitate before finally their coaching staff, led by very friendly head coach Ryan McIrvin, sends the punt team out. Austin Boster is back deep to receive for South Medford. He's lined up on his 25, while Matthew Washburn is back deep to blast it away from McMinnville. I mentioned McIrvin's friendliness. I had a nice long chat with Coach McIrvin before the game. The snap, caught cleanly, the punt, blasted, and scooped by Boster inside the Panther 20. He weaves through traffic, dodging one defender, trying to break past 2, but the Grizzlies meet him and team up to tackle him on the South Medford 21-yard line. 1st down and 10 Panthers. They'll start their 2nd drive of the night. No score, 3:59 in the first. South Medford possession, tied at 0. A broadcaster's favorite game right now. Each team running the ball, running some clock on a cool, breezy night here in McMinnville. The huddle breaks for South Medford. Toren Tuttle with a shotgun formation. Isaac Dillon in the backfield now on his right flank. Tuttle gets the snap, hands off Dillon, takes it up the middle. A nice scheme of a run. He got a good block, but he couldn't break through a blitzer. McMinnville rope him down at the line of scrimmage. And no gain on the play. 1st down and 10. Turns to 2nd and 10. And Isaac Dillon, for what it's worth, he does not look good, folks. Hobbling, bouncing a little bit as he walks to the sideline. And South Medford will bring in a back to relieve him. I don't like that at all. I did not see this Panther team last week. I was on the road in Bend covering North Medford. But the week before, I had Panther football in their home opener against Canby. And let me tell you, Isaac Dillon was the best player on the field that night. They need him tonight. Parnell in the backfield, relieving Dillon. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun set for Toren Tuttle. Gets the snap, fakes a handoff to Dillon. Fires down the right sideline. Caught by Austin Boster, and he's close to a 1st down. A beautiful corner route open for Boster, who makes the grab just shy of the South Medford 40. Fresh chains for the Panthers. 1st down and 10 on the 36, and Tuttle ups the tempo. They charge quickly to the line with an empty backfield shotgun set. Tuttle looks to his right sideline, getting the signal from his coaching staff. Now fires a screen to the right. Caught, breaking a tackle, churning yards forward to the 40. A gain of 2, maybe 3. We'll say 2nd and long, 8 yards to the marker. 2:45 in the first, still no score. McMinnville stymied and forced into a 3-and-out. South Medford forced into a 3-and-out on their last possession. And getting the ball for a 2nd try here late first quarter. 2nd and 8. Lots of pre-snap motion as receivers move from left to right. Now unscrambling their formation. Tuttle gets a shotgun snap, rolls out to the right, fires a rocket, caught by Trey Alvarez, who takes a hit, decked as he crosses the McMinnville right sideline. Washburn with the hit, but it's too late for McMinnville as Trey Alvarez, the 145-pound senior, secures a 1st down. 2:17 left in the first frame. South Medford break huddle, tied at 0 with the ball just 2 yards shy of the 50. Tuttle in the shotgun, Parnell in the backfield to his right, Boster alone to the right, 2 receivers left. A screen to the left, caught by Alvarez, weaves through traffic, beyond midfield, into McMinnville territory at the 45, and tripped up on the right hash mark of the 44-yard line. A gain of 8, 2nd and 2. And when positive plays happen for this South Medford offense, They want to capitalize with quick tempo. They show it here. 3 receivers right, led by the tight end, Carson Coda. Snap to Tuttle, looks to the left, caught by Jamal Parnell on a screen. Boy, I've seen SOU call that play a million times. Love Bill Singler busting it out of the playbook. Parnell takes advantage of a unique setup, drives down the left hash mark 40, and out to the left sideline on the McMinnville 39. Another South Medford first down. That's just a man defense breaker right there. Shatters man coverage because you had Coda out wide and Parnell on another side. They blitz now on 1st and 10. Tuttle breaks it, fires deep, wide open, and running into the end zone, untouched. Austin Boster, touchdown South Medford. 6-0 Panthers as Boster broke free. 90 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Panthers are on the board first. Toren Tuttle will hold, while Luke Allen will kick, and Jamal Parnell prepares the long snap. Tuttle, arms outstretched, places the hold down. The kick from Allen, good. And South Medford is in control. 7-0 Panthers. We'll be back after this with more South Medford Panther football on your home for South Medford. News Media, 99.5 FM, 880 AM, KCMX. The kickoff by South Medford, taken by McMinnville. Alex Eady with the run and blown up at the 20, McMinnville's own 20, where the Grizzlies will begin their second drive of the night. South Medford on the board after a Austin Boster deep touchdown strike. Toren Tuttle found his favorite target through a broken coverage, wide open down the left sideline, streaking to the end zone. Bill Singler's got to be just grinning from ear to ear, getting his star wideout involved early. South Medford leads 7-0. Now McMinnville aim to answer. A pistol formation for Cole Justice. Arms outstretched, gets a low snap, digs it off the turf, rolls to the right, and fires right. A screen down the right flat, blown up by South Medford. The Panther defense swarmed to the football and denied the runner the line of scrimmage. He doesn't get back, loses a yard, 2nd and 11. It's tough to spot jersey numbers here tonight, so I apologize for a lack of description on McMinnville's part, but I will do my best, folks. Pistol again, 2nd down and 11 on the McMinnville 20-yard line. Less than a minute in the first, trailing South Medford by a touchdown. Justice now under center with an I formation. Pitches to Glinter, and his running back, Preston Ginter, will take it beyond the line of scrimmage on a sweep to the right. Out for a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3rd and long, 9 yards officially to the marker. 20 seconds left in the first, and it's anybody's guess whether McMinnville will have another playoff here. This is a grinding offense. They like to run the ball. They like to kill clock. They're still huddled up, 10 seconds in the first, and I don't think they're going to get the playoff. 7-0 South Medford. I'll take a break and come back. You're listening to South Medford Panther football, entering the second quarter with a touchdown lead on News Media, 99.5 FM, 880 AM, KCMX. Back to the action here at McMinnville. 11:54 in the second after McMinnville rolled out to the right and fired a pass that would have been a first down if caught, but unable to come down with it. The Grizzlies' efforts end incomplete, and they will punt it away for the second time this evening. Austin Boster licking his chops. He has a touchdown catch tonight. He's lined up just in front of midfield, ready to return a punt. But it might not get to him. High snap, just barely gotten away by Matthew Washburn, and it ends up to his advantage. A rugby kick sailing past Boster, who has to chase it beyond midfield, scooped at the Panther 35, and darting away from traffic, he's shepherded to the McMinnville left sideline on the South Medford 39-yard line. What might have been? Oh, what might have been. Instead, South Medford will just have to settle for decent field position instead of incredible position. 1st and 10 from the Panther 39, 11:43 in the second. with possession and a 7-0 South Medford lead. Toren Tuttle in the shotgun to begin this series. He has Jamal Parnell in the backfield and a 4-receiver shotgun spread. Floats a screen to the left. Leaping grab by Boster. Thrown to the turf. Great pursuit from Braden Woods, the 5'7" sophomore corner from McMinnville. A loss of 3, 2nd and 13. And the Panthers will throw that play out of the playbook. You want to have that one fired quick and allow Boster to break through the defense before they know what hit them. Not so much on that play. 2nd and 13. Boster alone on the left. A tight end on the right. Coda with 2 receivers right. Tuttle rules to the right. Fires right and caught in front of the first down marker by Austin Boster, curling down the field for the grab. Speed on full display. He started in between the left hash mark and the numbers on the left sideline and drugged down the field to the opposite side. Ball spotted at midfield. Fresh chains. First down and 10 at the 50. The second time tonight the Panthers have crossed midfield. 10:40 in the second. 7-0 South Medford. Alvarez alone on the left with 3 receivers right. And Parnell in the backfield. Tuttle under center in the eye. Motions Carson Coda tight to the right. Now flanking to the left. And a pre-snap whistle will blow the play dead. Likely a false start, and it is. False start against South Medford. So back the Panthers up 5 yards. Now first down and 15. I've got a score update to tell you about. Roseburg battling Bend tonight. Each team with a touchdown at the end of the first quarter. 7-7 in that one. Roseburg looking awfully good, and notably a mutual foe. They beat McMinnville early in the year. Tuttle under center, 1st and 15. Moves his tight end from right to left, gets the snap, play action, and that play is blown dead. 2 now blown by penalties. And the Panthers off to a unfortunate start to this drive. So 1st and 15 becomes the even uglier 1st and 20. Ball on the South Medford 40-yard line and slashing away all the yardage gained from that nice Austin Boster first down catch. 10-13 in the second, still 7-0 South Medford. 2 receivers and a tight end left. Shotgun set. Alone on the right, Austin Boster. Tuttle gets the shotgun snap, backpedals, fires a screen on the left flat, going for Jamal Parnell, and it can't go anywhere. McMinnville see it all the way and throw the runner down a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long, 22 yards to the marker. Unbelievable defensive stand by McMinnville. Trailing by a touchdown, I thought maybe momentum would swing in favor of our road team this evening, but the Grizzlies have held firm. Of course, Bill Singler might say his team has helped their cause with a couple penalties on this drive. They'll try to get that past him on this play. Run and shoot set with 2 backs in a shotgun formation, 2 receivers right. Boster makes the 3rd man on the left. They look that way all the way. Going for Boster. Has it in his arms and can't come down with the football. Snuck through the defense with a corner route down the left sideline beyond midfield. And the ball just skipped off his gloves and incomplete. 3rd and 22. That one will haunt South Medford on this drive. Austin Boster, he is abusing the McMinnville secondary tonight. They try to double team him, doesn't work. They try to press him, doesn't work. We saw that on the long touchdown catch. And he broke free what looked like zone coverage to no avail. He's alone on the left on 3rd and a mile. 3 receivers on the right. Parnell in the backfield, they'll play it safe. Parnell with a sweep from left to right, crossing the line of scrimmage and then getting crunched. Thrown on the right hash mark, hitting the turf at the South Medford 41. A gain of 3, 4th and a billion, 20 yards away from freedom. So South Medford will punt it away. 8:47 in the second. South Medford hoping their defense can hold fort on another series and maintain this touchdown advantage. Zach Miller with arms outstretched, receives the punt, fires it beyond midfield, in the air 40, 30, landing 25, decking a returner. Oh my goodness, that was a bone-jarring hit, but it will draw a flag. The pigskin caught, and Payne being caught as well on the McMinnville 23, but that's not where the drive will start. An illegal hit will likely be assessed against South Medford after a ruthless shot from James Dwayne. Panther linebacker this year. He was a standout tight end on last season's squad, but with Carson Cota healthy, the Panthers have relied on James a little more defensively. Perhaps you see why with plays like that. I knew it draw a flag, and the officials are talking it over, whether or not that was fair or foul, but regardless, just as a fan of football, I know there's a lot of talk about violence in the game and fairness in the game. I loved that hit. You take that penalty every time because that hit will just do wonders for the intimidation factor tonight. Football, it's a violent game. It was played violent there. Unfortunately, the officiating crew aren't quite fond of that, so they will tack on a hefty heaping of yardage for McMinnville, and the Grizzlies will start on their own 40. First down and 10, McMinnville, 60 yards to the end zone, 10 yards to midfield, 8:27 in the second quarter, trailing South Medford 7-0. Toren Tuttle finding Austin Boster for the lone score of the evening. A streak down the left sideline. Boster breaking free, wide open through the coverage. And McMinnville almost suffered the same fate on the next Panther drive, but Boster couldn't come down with a deep pass. The deliberation was due to a McMinnville player who suffered that hit getting up to the sideline. And now the Grizzlies break huddle. First and 10 on their own 40. They sprint to the line of scrimmage and line up in a tight I formation. No wide receivers. That means a tight end on each side, a fullback, a tailback, and a wingback on the left who motions into the backfield. Now they hand it off. Moving up the middle with a carry, trying to drive free, crossing the 40, and stymied on the McMinnville 41, a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. A score update from Medford, where North Medford leads Mountain View 14-0 right now. That game is fascinating to me. Mountain View won it last year and stole it in the final seconds with a long touchdown pass. Black Tornado with the lead early, though. I formation on 2nd and 9. A pitch to Ginter, who sweeps right to left, crosses the line of scrimmage, 41, and gets a 5-yard gain down the left hash mark to the McMinnville 46. 3rd and a long 3, short 4 for McMinnville, under 8 minutes in the second quarter. 7-0 South Medford. McMinnville shy of midfield. Tight I formation. Ginter in the backfield with the QB, Cole Justice, under center. Hands it off. Ginter takes it up the middle. Blown up. White jerseys ready. And South Medford stymie the runner, shy of the line to gain. Say what you will about the Panther defense on first down. They've been gashed for long runs. But on third down, Chris Parnell's unit feels like they know exactly what McMinnville's drawing up. The Panther defense getting there in pursuit, breaking free before McMinnville even knows what hit them. 4th and 5 after the tackle for loss, and the Grizzlies will punt for the 3rd time tonight. Austin Boster back in South Medford territory. The punt from Washburn, landing on the South Medford 30, bouncing backward 20, and Boster watches it roll out of bounds on the left sideline, inside the 20, down at the South Medford 17. A 38-yard punt by McMinnville, net yardage, as the Grizzlies pin South Medford inside their own 20-yard line. 6:28 in the second, 7-0 South Medford. Tuttle under center with, it looks like, a new tailback in the game. Yes, that is. That's Zach Miller getting the carry, starting right, now cutting left. Miller breaks 2 tackles, spins past the third, and then he's trucked behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to force a big play, and instead forced to the turf for a loss. 2nd and 16 for South Medford. 6 minutes till halftime. A quick update on the other local scores of note tonight. North Medford leading Mountain View 14-0, and Roseburg tied with Bend 7-all. Those games in the second quarter. Second quarter here, 2nd and 16, South Medford. Tuttle under center, motions a tight end from left to right, fakes a handoff to his back, scrambles to the right, fires down the right, and caught by Carson Cota, the tight end, out beyond the 20, driving forward to the Panther 25, 26, and near a first down. And he's got the first down. Fresh chains for South Medford. The ball spotted on the right hash mark of the South Medford 28-yard line. First down and 10. 5:20 and ticking here in the second quarter. 7-0 South Medford. Austin Boster broke the deadlock late first quarter, catching a long touchdown pass from Toren Tuttle. Boster is alone on the left. Tuttle under center, fakes a handoff to his back, rolls out to the left, fires left, caught, breaking a tackle. Trey Alvarez breaks another tackle, almost free to the end zone, tripped up by the last man into McMinnville territory at the Grizzly 39. A huge play and a first down for South Medford. 7-0 Panthers, and they're looking for more. 4:50 left till halftime. Alvarez with a great catch and run. I said on the pregame show I would expect McMinnville to cover Austin Boster tight. Double teams and stacks and all sorts of tricky defensive coverages, and I thought Alvarez would be the lucky recipient. He was on that play. He's on the right of the sideline on this play. Boster on the left of the sideline. South Medford I formation. Tuttle under center, gives it to his back, Zach Miller, who sweeps with a big hole down the left flat. Miller inside the 40, turning ahead to the McMinnville left sideline of the Grizzly 44-yard line. And marked just shy of a South Medford first down at the McMinnville 35. No, my eyes deceive me here. That's the McMinnville 30, and that's a first down. 4 minutes left in the first half. South Medford getting a good drive going here. First down, first down, first down. What can they draw up here? 30 yards shy of pay dirt. I formation has been kind to them. Tuttle under center. Has Zach Miller in the backfield. I formation handoff. Miller, dive run up the middle, and this time McMinnville's ready. They meet him at the line of scrimmage, and they throw him down. No gain. 2nd and 10. 3:30 till halftime. A nice balance on this drive, run and pass. And after a couple I formation sets, South Medford show shotgun. A 4-receiver spread. Miller in the backfield to the left hip of Tuttle, who gets the shotgun snap, looks to the left, lots of time, chucks one deep, and into the end zone, incomplete, well ahead of the intended target, Austin Boster. And luckily for South Medford, I don't see a grounding penalty. Tuttle threw that one It feels like in a different area code, but the officials are kind, and South Medford will have a 3rd down and 10 after the miss. 2:54 left in the second quarter. 7-0 South Medford. A light drizzle falling on the field. Shotgun set on 3rd and 10. 2 receivers right with a tight end right. Boster alone left. Tuttle looks that way. Fires. Caught down the middle. Carson Cota breaking a tackle. He's got the 1st down and more. Inside the 20 to the McMinnville 18. His 2nd catch on the drive and his 2nd 1st down of the night. 1st and 10 Panthers inside the red zone. And believe it or not, this is their 1st red zone trip tonight. The touchdown came on a long pass outside the 20. So now the Panthers are in the red zone for the first time this evening. Tuttle in the shotgun. Miller in the backfield to his right. Motions Alvarez into the backfield. Now moves to the right slot. Tuttle gets the snap. Fires right flat for Alvarez. Catching. Moving inside the 10 to the right sideline. Juking upfield and tackled by 2 Grizzly defenders inside the 10. Close to a 1st down. And it is a 1st down. 1st and goal, South Medford. They've got 8 yards to the end zone with 2 minutes till halftime. And if I know South Medford, this is where you churn that clock with a couple runs and then use Toren Tuttle's mobility on 3rd and goal. Let's see if I'm right. Tuttle marches up to the line of scrimmage. Signals an audible to his tight end, Carson Cota, who moves left to right. Now Tuttle squats under center. Gets the snap. Hands off Miller. No, it's a beautiful play-action fake. A throw high down the right flat. Caught and shoved out of bounds, shy of the end zone. A good gain nonetheless, as South Medford pick up maybe 2 or 3. I've got it 2nd and goal from the 7. 7-0 South Medford. The play ended out of bounds, so the clock is stopped with 1:40 to go. Tuttle in the eye. 2 receivers left. Alvarez in the slot. Boster out wide. Miller in the backfield gets the handoff. Jukes a linebacker. Drives forward to the end zone. Inches the ball forward, and he's just shy. A good gain for Zach Miller, getting inside the 5-yard line, and now 2 yards shy of pay dirt. 1:20 left in the first half. 7-0 South Medford, knocking on the door, aiming for more. 3rd and goal from the 2. Pretty much anything is open here. They have Mitchell Walker slot to the left. Alvarez far left. Boster alone on the right. Shotgun snap for Toren Tuttle. Gets it high, scoops it off his shoulder, and then pauses because the officiating crew blow the play dead. A minute remaining in this first half. 7-0 South Medford. And the penalty appears to be against McMinnville. Against McMinnville, I'll say an encroachment penalty. And South Medford burn their 2nd timeout of the night. They have 1 remaining, and they have 1 minute in which they could use it. 7-0 South Medford. An update from the home game back in the Rogue Valley. North Medford all over Mountain View. 14-0 Black Tornado. Jet Carpenter with a rushing touchdown. That's a nifty play. That means Jet is playing fullback for the Black Tornado tonight. Still 7-7 Roseburg over Bend. Goodness me, I sound like that one caller on the Jim Rome show saying Ohio State beats Michigan 28-28. Yeah, no, they're tied 7-7. 7-0 South Medford here. A minute left in the first half and a yard to the end zone. 3rd and goal from the 1 after the McMinnville defensive penalty. Let's see if South Medford take advantage. Tuttle under center. Zach Miller in the backfield. 2 receivers left. Alvarez far left. Boster far right. Tuttle gets the snap, sneaks, leaps into the end zone. Is he there? No signal yet. No ruling yet. Touchdown, South Medford. Toren Tuttle snuck into the end zone, and the Panthers now add 6 to the lead. 13-0 South Medford. Luke Allen to attempt the extra point try. Perfect tonight. Sank his first. Toren Tuttle will hold. Gets the snap, places it down. Allen blasts it up, and the kick is good. 14-0 South Medford. And folks, I'm going to stay here because we got a minute till halftime, and I could use this minute commercial break during my halftime interval. 14-0 South Medford. 50 seconds left in the first half. Rain now rocking on this turf field as we got a wet one. I wonder if that'll impact the play calling when we cross halftime. McMinnville keen to run the football, but South Medford show balance. I don't expect the weather to hamper McMinnville in the slightest, but it might force their hand. And for the Panthers, it might force theirs as well. Zach Miller was dynamite on that last drive, coming in relief of the injured tailback Isaac Dillon. And they might give it an awful lot more to Miller in the second half. Luke Allen to kick it off for South Medford. Blasts the ball away. Skyward 50, 40, 30, 20, and caught inside the 10. And taking it in between the hash marks, a McMinnville returner crossing the 20, out to the McMinnville 23. I've got a, I'll say Braden Woods on the return. .43 seconds left in the first half, and McMinnville, I don't know what they draw up here. They have not thrown the ball often, and they don't throw it here. A run up the middle, a scrum for the football, and it'll stay with McMinnville. They say forward progress killed the play, just shy of the 30, a gain of 2. 70 yards to the end zone. McMinnville likely won't get there. They're still in huddle. Less than 20 seconds to go till halftime. 15 seconds and they're still in huddle. 10 seconds and they have yet to break huddle. This game is going to end at halftime, 14-0. 14-0 South Medford. We'll be back after this with a halftime recap. How did the Panthers notch their 2 TDs? And what will either team try in the second half to change this outcome? South Medford on top by 2 touchdowns. They might want more. What can they do to extend their lead? What will McMinnville do to cut into that lead? And what is going on in the rest of Southern Oregon High School football? We'll look at all those angles and more during our halftime interval. 14-0 South Medford. I'll be back after this. You're listening to South Medford Panther Football on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM, KCMX. Oregon weather on display tonight, and Oregon High School football at its finest foundation tonight. South Medford playing fundamental football en route to a pair of touchdowns. Toren Tuttle with a long pass caught by Austin Boster late first quarter, and then Tuttle doubling the Panthers' score with a sneak from a yard out late second quarter. 14-0 South Medford at halftime. McMinnville with a hole to climb out of. And I'm very keen to see what these teams do differently in the second half. South Medford stymied their first series. They've had success ever since. McMinnville stymied all night. Despite a couple of nice runs, they have not been able to string a drive together. 14-0 South Medford. I'll let you know our scores from our other games across Southern Oregon in my next halftime segment. And I'll also take a quick peek at what each team might try differently. 14-0 Panthers at halftime. You're listening to South Medford Panther Football on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM, KCMX. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our South Medford Panther halftime show on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM. McMinnville with a great crowd here tonight. Good passion on display and a great effort from the Grizzlies in the first half. But they have no points to show for it, and they trail your South Medford Panthers 14-0 at halftime. Toren Tuttle throwing a long touchdown pass down the left sideline to a wide-open Austin Boster late first quarter. That made it 7-0 South Medford. And then Tuttle followed up with a quarterback sneak from a yard out with a minute to go till halftime. 14-0 Panthers. That's your scoreline right now. I think they can add to it. I really do. I think this is the kind of game where you just muscle your way with a lot of runs and play action. And what I really loved in that first half was South Medford trusted Toren Tuttle on bootlegs to the right and left sidelines. He does not have a massive throwing arm. He is not a Patrick Mahomes or a precision passer like a Drew Brees per se. But what Tuttle lacks in the arm talent, he more than makes up for with a great IQ for football, understands just how to feel receivers open and understands how to feel his way out of pressure. I think he's outstanding at that, and I think South Medford allow him to do that and do it well when they run him on the bootleg, as they've done to great success tonight. 14-0 South Medford. We've got 7 minutes till halftime ends. McMinnville's band coming out onto the field and trying to stay dry through a beautifully rainy Oregon evening here. Fall weather now in full force. I absolutely love being out here at McMinnville, I gotta say, and I love what I'm seeing in high school football right now. I promised you that I would get some score updates from our other local games of note this evening. I'll get you that information right now. North Medford leading Mountain View 14-0 approaching halftime, last I heard, and South Medford's rival, Roseburg, tied with Bend late in the first half there. I'll get you a more accurate tally as soon as I hear from our broadcasters at those games. 14-0 here, South Medford on top by 2 touchdowns at halftime. Can the Panthers extend their lead? Well, I've got some thoughts on that. I'll share my thoughts, what each team could do differently in the second half when I come back next on South Medford Football right here, News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM, KCMX. Just a couple minutes now separating us between halftime and the second half of action. South Medford with the halftime lead, 14-0 over McMinnville. I want to spend a couple minutes looking at what each team could try differently, because even though South Medford has the lead, it's not a comfortable one. Just a 2-touchdown margin right now. Let's start with South Medford and what Bill Singler's Panthers might try a little differently in the second half. I think they got into a groove late second quarter. They figured out a tailback, Zach Miller, and that's been an issue for South Medford tonight. Jamal Parnell is outstanding, but he's also a multi-positional player, and he might be best utilized as a spell back and as a defender in the linebacking core especially. So they rest Parnell a little bit, and they can't rely on Isaac Dillon tonight because of an injury, but they leaned hard on Zach Miller in their touchdown drive late second quarter. I expect to call his name an awful lot in that second half. Miller getting a bunch of carries on this rainy, cool night in McMinnville. That's one adjustment. The other adjustment that I think South Medford might make, they had a lot of success running the bootleg late first half. If they go to that well again, I think they'll find something cool to drink. Toren Tuttle having success on bootleg passes. Expect that from South Medford in the second half, especially feeding off of play action. For McMinnville, well, the Grizzlies need points, and it starts with the air. They've only thrown twice tonight. I think that needs to change in the second half. 14-0 South Medford on top. McMinnville ball when we come back beginning the third quarter. Is McMinnville going to throw it, or will they try to run it? Will they try to grind a comeback effort? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. As I always say, stay tuned to find out. 14-0 South Medford at halftime. This is South Medford Panther Football on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to McMinnville. My name is Matt Bagley, and I'm broadcasting South Medford Panther Football tonight. Your Panthers leading McMinnville 14-0 with just a minute to go till the second half ticks off. I want to quickly update you on the other scores of note tonight because I've got a halftime update from Medford where North Medford leads Mountain View. And this is a big lead over a good Mountain View team. Quality result right now for the Black Tornado. They lead Mountain View 21-0. Jet Carpenter with a touchdown reception. Devin Grafton with a touchdown reception. Devin Brad with a rushing score. 21-0 North Medford over Mountain View. Across Southern Oregon, let's look at Roseburg and Bend. And this might be the thriller of the night so far. 14-all at halftime. Roseburg started the game with a kickoff return, but Bend has matched them with a pair of long, methodical touchdown drives. Very, very Bend-like. I saw him last week up close and personal. That team grinds the running game all evening, and it looks like they're doing the same to those fans at Roseburg. 14-all there, 14-0 here. 2 touchdowns for South Medford, none for McMinnville. The Grizzlies will receive the opening kick with a chance to change their fortunes. Brian Flores will kick it away for South Medford. He places the ball on the tee of the 40-yard line between the hash marks. 12-minute quarters. The kick from Flores, rifling beyond midfield and caught a yard in front of the end zone. McMinnville take it out with a block to the 20, 25, 30, and stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Nice run by my tally, Cade Weeks on the return. Actually, that's Tony Johnson. Tough to spot these McMinnville jerseys as the Grizzlies begin a drive with their starting quarterback tonight, Cole Justice, under center. Justice crouches low, gets the snap. Now play action fake, rolls out to the right, throws open to the right, and a pass skips off the hands of his intended man, Cade Weeks. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Excuse me, that was Kyron Hoskinson under center. It's easy to tell the two, confuse the two. From my vantage point, Hoskinson's number 6 jersey looks like 11. 11:48 in the third quarter. 2nd and 10, McMinnville. Hoskinson now in a shotgun formation with 3 receivers bunched to the right. Now a man motions from right to left. 2 receivers right, 1 man left, tight end right, and a back in the backfield. Hoskinson with a motioning receiver, wing sweep from right to left, cutting up field on the left hash mark. Tony Johnson flying beyond the line of scrimmage, but then clipped at the wings. A gain of 5, 3rd and 5. If he broke 1 tackle, he might have been gone. 11:25 in the third. McMinnville break huddle with a very manageable 3rd and 5 from the McMinnville 34. They stay in the shotgun. Hoskinson with a back in the backfield. Looks like Ginter, high snap, bobbled, caught, throw down the left flat, and caught for a first down. A diving effort by Cade Weeks, successful. And McMinnville moved the sticks and moved the line of scrimmage to their own 46-yard line. 11 minutes left in the third. South Medford alone on the scoreboard, 14-0. But that might change on this drive. McMinnville showing some signs of life. Hoskinson under center now, I formation. 3 tight ends, a fullback and a tailback. Ginter, they pitch it to him. He can't come down with it, loses the football. There's a scrum behind the line of scrimmage, and regardless of who has it, it's a huge defensive play for South Medford. The lapse by McMinnville scooped up by the Grizzlies, so they save possession of the football, but at the cost of 11 yards. Loss of 11, 2nd and 21 from their 35. 10-15 in the third. 14-0 South Medford. The huddle breaks for McMinnville. Perhaps an aerial display to make up the yardage on this one. 3 receivers to the right, a tight end on the right as well, flooding the formation with a back, Ginter in the backfield of the shotgun. Hoskinson gets the shotgun snap. He scrambles from pressure, breaks free, but taken down from behind near the line of scrimmage. I say he got a yard, no sack. Now 3rd and 20. The McMinnville 36-yard line is the line of scrimmage. The first down marker is in South Medford territory, so he's got quite a way to go with 9:25 in the third, trailing by 2 scores. 14-0 South Medford. Tuttle with a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown this evening. Hoskinson, the QB for McMinnville, sets up in the shotgun on 3rd and 20. Has Ginter in the backfield to his right, and a bunch formation, 3 receivers left. Scrambles to the left, sets, now looks to break free. There's defenders all over him. He scrambles, he can't get through, and South Medford stop him well shy of the line to gain. 4th and long. A sack on 3rd and 20, 4th and 24, and McMinnville punted away. Austin Boster ready on his own 40-yard line of South Medford to receive the punt. South Medford with a golden opportunity once they get the punt to extend a 2-touchdown advantage. The punt scooped up, fired under traffic, and it's a shy punt, landing on the South Medford 44 and dribbling out of bounds to the left, the McMinnville sideline, marked on the South 43. Matthew Washburn lucky to get that blast away. And now the McMinnville defense will set up, try to stop South Medford, keep this a 2-touchdown ball game. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Abby's Pizza. They've got a tough question for pizza lovers. Pepperoni or Hawaiian? I'll share the answer after this play. I formation for South Medford, 1st down and 10. Toren Tuttle under center. He's got Jamal Parnell in the backfield, and it's a sweep to Parnell. Starts left, cuts right. Parnell hugging the left hash mark with a run through his right guard. Crosses the line of scrimmage, 35, 45, and out to the South Medford 49. A gain of 6, 2nd and 4. So Abby's asks pepperoni or Hawaiian, and the answer is both. Half pepperoni, half Hawaiian. They're giant size, half and half right now, just $18.99. And there's giant flavor too. That's Abby's Legendary Pizza, with 2 locations in Medford, 1 in Central Point. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. 14-0 South Medford, 2nd and short, a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap for Tuttle. He runs, power up the middle, then cuts right. Tuttle beyond midfield, stiff arms the defender. The ball's punched free and squirms out of bounds, to great luck for South Medford. And the fumble will cost South Medford. Tuttle would have had enough to get the gain, but the ball went backwards and lands on the sideline at midfield. 3rd and 3. I suppose you're lucky to see it land out of bounds regardless, but that's a play that Bill Singler might kick himself when he sees the film of it. 3rd and short for South Medford. 7:24 in the third, leading by 2 touchdowns. Looking for more. 2 backs in the backfield. A tight end, Carson Cota, on the left, with the receiver Alvarez on the left, and another receiver, Austin Boster, on the right. And before the snap, South Medford burn a timeout. They used 2 in the first half. They used their first here in the second half. 14-0 South Medford, 7:15 to go in this third period. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Abby's. Also, I tip my cap to some of our other local programs, like tomorrow morning, the Nisha Jackson Show. What would your life be like if your mind and body were exactly where you wanted them to be? Nisha knows the answer. She's an award-winning author and authority in the fields of alternative medicine, stress management, and anti-aging medicine. Listen to what Nisha has to say every Saturday morning at 9:30 right here on 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX. The Nisha Jackson Show. 14-0 South Medford coming out of the Panther timeout on 3rd and 3. The ball was at midfield. And if they convert, they got a chance to make this a 3-score game. One tight end in the set, Carson Cota. He's lined in the slot to the left. Austin Boster on the right with Trey Alvarez far left and 2 backs. They fake a handoff to the backs, roll to the left, float a pass down the left flat. Jamal Parnell, the intended man, and he comes down with it. Falling to the turf as he scooped the pigskin beyond midfield. And I think he's got the first down. The officiating crew will deliberate because the sideline judge on the McMinnville side might say incomplete. No. Meeting adjourned. First down and 10, South Medford. Back judge signals first down with a tomahawk chop of his left arm, and the Panthers are back in business. First down and 10, South Medford. 6:50 in the third. 14-0 South Medford, looking for more. Tuttle in the shotgun. Parnell to his right hip. Boster alone on the left sideline. Alvarez on the right with a tight end on the left as well. It's all misdirection. Tuttle sweeps right, now cuts left. Tuttle with a play action, with a play. The playmaker Tuttle scrambling down the left flat. Be inside the McMinnville 40 to the Grizzly 35 and punched out of the sideline just shy of the 30. 6:27 left in the third. The clock stops as Tuttle ran out of bounds. A first down and 10 for South Medford. The huddle breaks, and they stay in the shotgun with a 4-receiver spread. One of those wides is Carson Cota, the tight end. Slot to the right with Trey Alvarez beside him. Boster far left, Mitchell Walker slot left. Parnell in the backfield. The snap to Tuttle, a handoff to Parnell, a sweep left to right, and blown up. McMinnville all over it. Gain of 2, not much more, and a flag for good measure. This might come back. Initial signal from the officiating crew is a flag against South Medford, as expected. And the call is a hold against the Panthers. So expect 1st and 20 on the McMinnville 42-yard line. Actually, it's even worse. 1st and 22 on the McMinnville 44. 6:20 in the third, 14-0 South Medford. Panther offense unable to add points to the tally early third, but churning the clock, which in a game like this might be just as good. Shotgun for South Medford on 1st and long. Tuttle gets the snap, 3-step drop, looks left, pump fakes, scrambles up the middle, jukes a defender, curls down the right hash mark, crosses the 40, and gets into the McMinnville 35. A gain of 8, maybe 9 yards. Doing what you need to do on 1st and 22. It's now 2nd and 14, South Medford. This is manageable. 5:45 in the third. South nursing a 2-touchdown edge. The huddle breaks for Toren Tuttle and the Panthers. He sets up in the shotgun. Jamal Parnell on his left side. 2 receivers left. Alvarez on the left sideline. Boster on the right. Looks down the middle. Fires to Cota. Caught by Carson Cota. Breaking a tackle inside the 30. Turning ahead to the 25. And all the way to the McMinnville 22. First down and 10. By my eye, that's his 3rd first down grab tonight. Carson Cota putting on a display. 1st and 10 on the McMinnville 22-yard line with 5 minutes left in the third period. Toren Tuttle with a touchdown pass late first and a touchdown run on a QB sneak late second. He's got a chance to add one more to the tally. First down and 10 on the McMinnville 22. Shotgun formation. Boster and Mitchell Walker bunched to the right. Trey Alvarez alone on the left. Coda tight to the right. Cut blocks. Tuttle fires a slant to the left. Going quick for Alvarez. And the ball skips off his gloves and lands incomplete. Second down and 10. Though we're going to take a timeout for a McMinnville injury. An injury timeout. 14-0 South Medford. South Medford possession. 4:29 in the third. Back after this on News Media. No, I took a little too much time there. Good on the McMinnville player as he leaps up off the turf and will walk back to the sideline unassisted. Aiden Coburn, the injured party. The trainers will take a quick peek at him. And South Medford will resume possession of the football. Second down and 10 from the McMinnville 22. 4:29 in the third. 14-0 South Medford on top. Update from the Roseburg Bend game. My good friend Joey Keyran, Roseburg Radio, says the Indians just can't stop the run game. Tuttle with a shotgun snap here on second and long. Has a man open. Fires to the end zone. Belrick over the shoulder grab. Does Austin Boster have it? No. Almost another. Wow. Nearly his second deep touchdown catch tonight. But instead, the ball incomplete. Third down and 10 to South Medford. I think they're outside Luke Allen's kicking range. So this is 2-down territory. At least that's the expectation on third and long. Shotgun here for Tuttle. Gets the snap. Blitzed. Scrambles to the right. Fires down the right sideline. Jump ball. Caught, but out of bounds. And the intended receiver will end up intended receiver, I think there was Trey Alvarez. Incompletion, 4th and 10, but there's a penalty flag near the line of scrimmage. And it's a hold against South Medford. So stop the presses, tack 10 yards or more to the down marker, and indeed 12 after the holding call. Now 3rd and 22. A difficult drive for South Medford because they've dug themselves into 3rd and long on a couple tries. 4:15 in the third. 14-0 South Medford. The ball on the McMinnville 34. South 3rd and 22. Tuttle with a shotgun snap. Rolls to the left. Fires to the left. Has Boster wide open. Easy touchdown catch. How did he break free? Touchdown South Medford. How does that happen? Austin Boster, you know he was highlighted in the game plan. You got to stop quick, number 14, and you couldn't stop him there. 20-0 South Medford. Just what the doctor ordered on 3rd and a mile. Brian Flores on to attempt the extra point try. His first of the evening. The kick is good. And South Medford leads by 3 touchdowns. 21-0 Panthers. Austin Boster with a pair of touchdown catches will come back with 4:05 in the third. McMinnville in a hole on your home for South Medford football. News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX. Welcome back to the action. McMinnville take a South Medford kick return beyond the 30 and have a first down and 10 on their own 32. Your score, South Medford 21, McMinnville nothing. 3:57 left in the third. Grizzlies still with a shot at this game. Hoskinson out of the shotgun, fires a screen down the right flat, caught by the intended receiver, Tony Johnson, who breaks one tackle, and he's roped down by a second defender on a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 on the McMinnville 34-yard line. I've liked what I've seen from McMinnville's offense tonight. Deliberate, they're clean, no turnovers, but they have no points to show for it. And they need to try something different on this drive. staying in the shotgun. Hoskinson with Ginter to his right hip. Draw run for Ginter, takes it up the middle, breezes through an open hole, and crosses the McMinnville 40-yard line, a gain of 6. A yard shy of the first down marker. 3rd and 1, 3 minutes left in the third. 21-0 South Medford. A recap for those who've just joined us. Austin Boster caught a long touchdown pass from Toren Tuttle late first. Tuttle added to the Panther lead with a quarterback sneak late second. And on the last South Medford drive here in the third quarter, Tuttle found Boster wide open in the end zone on 3rd and 22. 21-0 Panthers. A sneak on 3rd and 1. Hoskinson breaking a bunch of tackles, spins down the right flat. He's close to the first down, but shy of the down. 4th and 1. And that will sting. McMinnville with a great opportunity to move the sticks, and they can't do it. 21-0 South Medford. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, the Grizzlies will go for it. Approaching 2 minutes left in the third period. Hoskinson with a tight I formation. 4 tight ends, 1 back. Ginter the back. Ginter the carry. Taking it up the middle. Cutting off his right guard with a hole wide open beyond the line of scrimmage and lunging the pigskin forward. He's got the first down. Converting on 4th and short, McMinnville survived this drive. 21-0 South Medford. But the Grizzlies perhaps can get on the board late third. 1:45 till we hit zeros in this third quarter. Hoskinson in the shotgun. Has 3 receivers left, a tight end right. Ginter in the backfield to his left. Rolls to the left after receiving the snap. Fires left. Leaping effort off the fingertips of an intended receiver, Tony Johnson. And the incomplete pass sets up 2nd and 10. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. McMinnville have gotten beyond midfield tonight, but not much more. Their best drive negated by a botched snap that really set them backward and forced a punt. 2nd and 10 on the McMinnville 42. A screen to Ginter. Lost the football, and the officiating crew blows the play dead. Incomplete. They say he did not have time to make a football move. 3rd down and 10. Ball on the McMinnville 42-yard line with 1:23 in the third. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Abby's Pizza, but also I'd be remiss without mentioning our friends at the Real Estate Show. They have a show every Saturday morning right here on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX, and I'll tell you about it after this McMinnville play. 3rd down and 10 Grizzlies on their own 42, and they will burn a timeout, their first of the night. No timeouts for McMinnville in the first half. They sacrifice one with 1:23 in the third. 21-0 South Medford, 1:23 in quarter number 3. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by our friends at the Real Estate Show. That's going to air tomorrow morning at 10 right here on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX. If you're listening to us for the first time and you want to hear more of our great programming, I suggest you try them out. It's one of my favorite shows we have, the Real Estate Show with Pete and Alice. You'll learn about buying, you'll learn about selling, and you'll learn all the fascinating nuance that defines local real estate. Not just buying and selling, but they've had construction crews, they've had electricians. They had a hemp farmer on about a month and a half ago that blew my mind. That's the Real Estate Show. News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX. And information starts at 10 a.m. The Real Estate Show with Pete and Alice. 21-0 South Medford. The defense hoping to stand firm on 3rd down and 10. McMinnville possession on the McMinnville 42-yard line. Hoskinson receives a shotgun snap. 3-step drop, looks left. Flushed out of the pocket to the left. Jukes left, fires left, and the ball sails out of bounds. Flags abound. Potentially a holding as they were thrown in the backfield for McMinnville. And honestly, if I'm South Medford, I would decline the penalty. 4th and long if it stands. A hold against McMinnville. And the penalty is wisely declined by Bill Singler. That's that Stanford education coming to the forefront. 4th down and 10, McMinnville, and the Grizzlies punt it away. Matthew Washburn back inside the McMinnville 30 to receive the snap and kick it off to Austin Boster, who's flanked like a mirror on South Medford's 30. High snap to Washburn, but he gets the kick away. Boster with a catch, takes it down the right flat. Boster with a block 40. Boster with a hole 50. Boster flying down the field, tripped up in McMinnville territory on the Grizzly 46. Flying too fast for his feet to stand on the turf. Folks, if Austin Boster kept his feet, he'd be gone. 21-0 South Medford, and it could have been more on one play right there. 1:01 in the third. Regardless, the game plan is obvious for Bill Singler's Panthers. Run the football, drain the clock, and make this an even tougher ball game for McMinnville. Toren Tuttle lines up in an I formation. Now they motion a fullback into the slot. It's a single back set. Tuttle hands off to his tailback. I have Isaac Dillon making the carry and taking the football down the right sideline for a gain of negative yardage. A loss, 1 yard loss, 2nd and 11. I got to polish off my glasses. All the pollen from the fields and farms outside of our Stevens Media Group studios in Medford, perhaps blinding my vision. 27 seconds left in the third, 2nd and 11. Still in McMinnville's half of the field on the Grizzly 47. And a timeout by South Medford. They've got one remaining. 21-0 Panthers. A quick reminder of how they got these three scores. Toren Tuttle with a late first quarter long touchdown pass to Austin Boster. 7-0 Panthers after one. They doubled the lead by halftime with a Tuttle 1 yard sneak into the end zone, a minute remaining in the first half. And then taking that 14-0 lead into halftime, they extended the 14-0 lead on what I think was the most impressive play of the night. 3rd and 22 on the McMinnville 44-yard line, and the Panthers found Austin Boster wide open down the left sideline for a touchdown. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what they drew up, but they might want to try it again this season because it worked to perfection. 21-0 South Medford as it stands. Late third quarter, 2nd and 11. Tuttle with a screen pass down the left flat, caught by Jamal Parnell. Jukes a defender at midfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage, crosses the 45, and to the left hash mark of the McMinnville 41. A gain of 6. 3rd and a short 5 yards. And that will do it for the third quarter. South Medford with a big 3rd down here. If they get it, they can kill this clock. 21-0 South Medford over McMinnville. We move to the 4th on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX. Trey Alvarez with a catch and run, a yard shy of the first down marker. No, they just convened and gave him the first down. 1st down and 10 Panthers. Wow, what a break of the action right there. 11:40 and dripping, and that first down catch was crucial because now South Medford have fresh chains with 11 minutes and ticking and a 3-touchdown advantage. The ball into McMinnville territory on the Grizzly 36-yard line, and they can just run the ball. They're in full control. They can run the ball. They can force McMinnville to throw the next time the Grizzlies have it. But they won't run here. Tuttle, a screen pass that went awry, broken play. He scrambles down the right flat and just softly lobs the ball over everybody in the defense. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. And right as I say the down and distance, the officiating crew changed their minds. They say Tuttle grounded the football, an intentional grounding, 2nd and long. That will prove costly. 11-10 in the 4th. And the loss of yardage pins South Medford back at midfield. A loss of 14. 21-0 South Medford. First, now 2nd and 24. Tuttle in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Rolls out to the left. He fires deep to the left. Has Mitchell Walker 1v1. Jump ball. Walker, no flags. He was draped by a McMinnville defender. But it looked like solid coverage coming in right as Walker got a tip to the ball. Incomplete, 11:02 in the 4th. 21-0 South Medford. I like the play call, though. Walker had single coverage and almost made the Grizzly defense pay. South Medford taking everything they want through the air tonight. 2 long touchdown passes by Toren Tuttle. If he gets a third, it's game over. 21-0 South, 11 minutes to go. 3rd and 25 from midfield. Shotgun snap, Tuttle, handoff Jamal Parnell, they'll play it safe. Parnell up the middle, banged at the line of scrimmage and slammed to the turf. No gain, 4th and a lot. Under 11 minutes in the 4th, 21-0 Panthers. And a hold against South Medford declined by McMinnville. So South will punt it away with a 3-touchdown lead. And the penalty freezes the clock, 10:55 to go. So that will sting South Medford. Tony Johnson back to receive the punt. Zach Miller to attempt the punt. Miller lined up on the South Medford 38. Arms outstretched. Gets the snap, and the play is blown dead before he can kick the football. A false start against South Medford. 4th and 25 seemed dicey. How about 4th and 30? I say this every time I watch the Panthers, but they painfully remind me of my beloved Oakland Raiders at times. They can attack you with big vertical strikes, or they can shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. And there's really no guessing which team you'll see. A little Jekyll and Hyde. 4th and 30 after the flag. Miller gets the snap, punts the ball away, 50, 40, 30, and landing on the McMinnville 28 and backward to the McMinnville 24, where South Medford downed the football. First down and 10, McMinnville on their 24-yard line. 10:46 in the 4th. McMinnville unable to get on the scoreboard tonight. They trail by 3 touchdowns, and they'll need a touchdown quick here to get momentum on their side in a comeback effort. And they go with a quarterback change. Cole Justice back in. He's in the pistol. Ginter, the back, with a handoff. Takes it right, now cuts left. Crunched on the play. James Duane lays the lumber. His second big hit tonight. No gain, 2nd and 10. And Kyron Huskinson now in for McMinnville. 10:20 and ticking here in the 4th quarter. An update from Roseburg and Bend on the way after this play. 2nd down and 10, McMinnville on their own 24-yard line. I formation. Take the handoff to Ginter. 3-step drop. Looks deep. Good blocking. Fires deep. This one's picked. Too deep. Trey Alvarez, the deep safety, snags an INT and takes it back for more yardage. Alvarez at midfield and into McMinnville territory, 45, finally decked on the Grizzly 40-yard line. 9:49 in the 4th. There are multiple penalty flags, but they both came after the play. So the Panther offense comes out after a big defensive stop. 21-0 South Medford with the INT. Hoskinson had all day to throw. There was a personal foul. There is a blindside block. South Medford will keep possession, but they will not have it in such kind field position. Regardless, they have 3 tries to tick that clock further downward with a comfortable 3-touchdown advantage. 21-0 South Medford. 9:49 left in this game. After last week's shootout, South Medford falling at the hands of Liberty 53-41, I think a shutout here would really give them some momentum heading into the McNary home game next Friday night. Shotgun set for Toren Tuttle and the Panthers on 1st down and 10 for the South Medford 42. And before Tuttle gets the pigskin, the officiating crew wants a word. Flags hitting the turf, whistles blowing all the action to a pause. And Tuttle signaling to the sideline like South Medford was playing down a man. The flag waved off as the officiating crew, I think, keenly spotted an extra McMinnville defender, but that's because McMinnville had 11, South had 10. So now the Panthers bring 11 out onto the fold. 9:49 in the fourth. Shotgun formation. 2 backs in the backfield for Tuttle. Gets the snap, looks to the left for a quick throw, doesn't have it. So he tucks and runs left. Tuttle to the 40. Tuttle to the McMinnville 45. Down the left sideline, and just shy of midfield, he's thrusted out of bounds, and 3 flags hit the grass. The officiating crew saw something they didn't like. My guess is a late hit. Potentially a McMinnville penalty. It was on the South Medford sideline, the far sideline of the field here, and that's where the officials are meeting with South Medford's coaches. 9:38 in the fourth. Personal foul on South Medford. Another Panther flag. They just can't get out of their way tonight. 21-0 South Medford, but it really could be closer. Penalties and mistakes and 3rd and longs and 3rd and longer and everything just, I don't know how they lead by 3 touchdowns. I know Bill Singler harps on it every week in practice, but this team needs to play cleaner to contend for a conference title. Tuttle in the shotgun. Hesitation as he waits for the open back. That's Rajon Scherer with a big hole sweeping down the right flat. Scherer upfield and rolled down after a gain of 14. 3rd and 3. 9:15 in the fourth. I like that play call. Get the quick runner out in space. They might go to it again here. Zach Miller in the backfield with 9 minutes left in regulation. 3rd and 4 for South Medford. Miller gets the handoff, sweeps down the left. Blockers leading the way. He's at midfield and can't get more. Stopped shy of the first down marker, a yard shy. 4th and 1. Ball on the McMinnville 49. 8:30 and dripping. And South Medford play it safe. They'll punt it away. The way your defense is playing, I like this call. Just take that clock down. It'll be about 8 minutes when McMinnville get possession. Tony Johnson back inside his own 20 to receive a punt from Zach Miller. Arms outstretched from Miller, gets the snap, kicks it away. The ball 50, 40, 30, 20, off the fingertips of Johnson, backpedals and picks it up off the turf inside the McMinnville 10. That one could have gone ugly for McMinnville. To their advantage, the ball is spotted a little further than I thought it would. 1st down and 10, McMinnville on their 12. But that could have ended real painfully for the home team Grizzlies tonight. Tony Johnson had a McMinnville punt return attempt bounce off his arms, and South Medford had two gunners ready for the football. Heads up by Johnson to keep it. First down and 10, McMinnville. Shotgun set on their own 12-yard line. Hoskinson with a snap, rolls to the left, fires left, driving down the left sideline, and ground rule fumble at the 10-yard line. A catch and run by Derek Fox. Second and 12 on the McMinnville 10. Under 8 minutes in the fourth, 21-0 South Medford. Toren Tuttle with 2 touchdown passes and a quarterback sneak for good measure. I've got a score update from Roseburg's game with Bend. The Tribe and the Lava Bears knotted up at 14. 1 quarter to go. 1 quarter left here. 7:22 in the fourth. Second and 12. A shotgun snap and a bootleg scramble to the right. Throw by Hoskinson. And he's got a man catching the football headed to the right sideline on the McMinnville 16-yard line. A gain of 6. 3rd and 6. 7 minutes in the fourth. 21-0 South Medford after Toren Tuttle snuck it late first half and bombed one to Austin Boster mid-third quarter. 6 yards to the marker for McMinnville. Ball on their 16. Some pre-snap movement by South Medford and more gifts. The Panthers with another penalty against them. It'll be a much easier third down now for McMinnville. Nate Krupp leaping up and caught off sides with 6:38 in the fourth. Still 21-0 South Medford, and still a third down for McMinnville to convert, but they just need a yard. Shotgun set for Hoskinson. He's got Ginter in the backfield. Low snap, 3-step drop, looks left, fires left, caught and slanting up the middle. Cade Weeks with a catch and grab, has the first down, getting beyond the McMinnville 30 to the Grizzly 32-yard line. 6:23 in the fourth, first down. So Roseburg and Bend are tied at 14. This game not nearly as close. I want to catch in with North Medford, waiting for that third quarter to end so I get an update. Hoskinson, throw to the right sideline on first down and 10. Caught, dancing, juking, lunging the ball forward, crossing the first down marker, and shoved out of bounds on the McMinnville 44. Logan Yates with the grab. And a timeout called. South Medford, I believe, burning their final pause of the night. 5:57 in the fourth. And we're going to take a quick timeout. Are we? It might be an injury timeout. No, not an injury timeout. I don't think an injury timeout. No, there is an injury timeout. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back. South Medford 21, McMinnville nothing on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM, KCMX. A screen pass by McMinnville on first down and 10. Out to midfield. And actually just a yard shy of midfield, a gain of 5. 5:36 in the fourth, 2nd and 5, McMinnville. 21-0 South Medford, so perhaps one score too many for the Grizzlies, but they're playing for pride in front of their passionate home fans here in McMinnville. A packed grandstand here at McMinnville High School tonight. I formation. 2nd down and 5. Ginter with a sweep. Ginter with a big hole. Breaking a tackle. Barreling beyond midfield. And finally stopped at the South Medford 40. First down and 10, McMinnville. 5 minutes left in the ball game. 21-0 South Medford. But the Grizzlies in the second half, I know they don't have any points. They've looked a lot more confident in this second half. Hoskinson under center on 1st down and 10. Pitch to Ginter, sweeps down the left. He's got an open lane. Ginter to the left sideline, breaks one tackle, bucks another defender, and drives a white jersey to the left sideline. Another McMinnville 1st down. 1st down and 10 on the Grizzly 26-yard line, under 5 minutes in the 4th. A South Medford interception ended the last McMinnville drive, but they're moving the ball better in this second half. 21-0 South Medford. Hoskinson under center. 26 yards to the end zone. Fakes a handoff to his back. Bootleg to the right. Throws down the right sideline. A bobbling catch is made. Cody Martin taking it down the right flat and roped out of bounds. Close to a 1st down. Oh, they give it to him. 1st down and 10. McMinnville on the South Medford 15-yard line. 4:30 in the 4th. And the great thing about this McMinnville drive is these plays are all going to the sideline. So the clock is frozen with 4:35 to go. Hoskinson under center. 1st down and 10 from the South Medford 15. Hoskinson sneaks it. Misdirection run. I like that call. Inside the 10 to the 5. And McMinnville are close. They're close to the end zone, folks. 1st and goal. Chains keep moving. 1st downs aplenty for McMinnville. The end zone awaits. 1st and goal from the 5. Tight goal line formation. Hoskinson under center. Pitch to Ginter. Sweep to the left. Breaks one tackle. Dives forward. Lunges to the end zone. And he's just shy. A gain of 2. 2nd and goal from the 3. 4 minutes left in this game. South Medford still with a comfortable 21-point lead. But crazier things have happened in Oregon high school football. You get a quick touchdown. You get an onside kick. Maybe a defensive turnover. And we might still have a game here. Hoskinson under center. 2nd and goal from the 3. The handoff to Ginter. Falls down, approaching the end zone. They give it to him. He got the ball over the line. And that raucous applause doubles as relief for the McMinnville crowd, getting on the board for the first time tonight. 21-6 South Medford. Preston Ginter with a touchdown run. The Grizzlies will have Matthew Washburn attempt the extra point try, while Anders Palesen will hold. And the long snap is performed by Hunter Robbins. And all that description just to tell you, the snap from Robbins, the hold, and the kick is good. 3:34 in the 4th. It's a 2-touchdown ball game. Now the question for McMinnville is, do you have an onside kick in the playbook? 21-7 South Medford. If the Panthers get the ball, they can kill this game. 2-touchdown lead, less than 4 minutes. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Abby's Legendary Pizza. They got a question for pizza lovers. I wonder if you know the answer. Pepperoni or Hawaiian? Here's the answer. Both. Abby's put them together for their half pepperoni, half Hawaiian, 100% delicious giant pizza. Visit Abby's Legendary Pizza and eat that half pepperoni, half Hawaiian with ingredients piled edge to edge. Just $18.99 right now. That's Abby's Legendary Pizza. 3 locations in Southern Oregon, 2 in Medford, 1080 South Riverside and 2550 Crater Lake Highway. 1 in Central Point, 825 East Pine Street. Abby's Legendary Pizza, a legendary pizza tradition. 3:34 left in this ball game. 21-7 South Medford. And McMinnville, so far, not showing an onside kick. They try one, a squib that rolls right in front of a Panther and caught by a man on the flank of the first line of defense. South Medford possession, a yard shy of midfield, and that might just do it. Barring a turnover, South Medford can grind the football down. McMinnville have 2 timeouts, but I would expect this clock to go under 3 minutes with a 2-touchdown tally, and an even worse scratch to McMinnville if they give up a first down on this drive. 21-7, South Medford in control. The Panthers with touchdowns in the first, second, and third quarters of action. They haven't needed one here in the fourth. Tuttle in the shotgun. Delayed handoff to Zach Miller, who sweeps to the right and spins down on the right hash mark, falling at midfield. A gain of 1. And McMinnville called timeout as expected. They've got 1 left. 3:21 left in regulation. Our broadcast tonight also with the aid of our friends at the Dave Ramsey Show. Money might not buy love, but it can definitely buy peace of mind. Financial expert Dave Ramsey takes calls on savings and investments, and he'll walk callers through real obstacles encountered every day. How can Dave help you? Tune in to find out weeknights at 6, The Dave Ramsey Show on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM, KCMX. And also, a tip of the cap to Fromer's Travel Show. I'll highlight the fun that they have on Sunday mornings after this play. 2nd and 9, South Medford after the run by Miller. 3:15 to go in the fourth. Toren Tuttle scrambles to the right, throws right, nobody open, and the ball falls incomplete. 3rd and long. Looks like a penalty flag on the far sideline, 40-yard line, but they pick it up. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by our friends at Fromer's Travel Show. Would you like to travel the world? Whether you're an expert traveler or just a novice looking for the right place to start, let Fromer's Travel Show be your guide. Arthur and his daughter Pauline share their favorite destinations, shrewd deals, tips, news, and more. Sunday morning at 9 a.m., Fromer's Travel Show on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM, KCMX. 3:11 left in regulation. 3rd and 9, South Medford. They have a 21-7 lead. They have the football, and they also have a penalty. Bill Singler is going to have an awful lot to talk about this week. His Panthers ball start, and they move back 5 yards. I am intrigued by what South Medford can cook up ahead of a really difficult game against McNary next Friday. That's an up-and-down team that, if last year's any indication, they get better when the weather turns cool. October, they were league champs. September, they were winless. South will have a lot to clean up before that game. McMinnville blitz on 3rd and long. Tuttle scrambles. The South Medford QB slides down shy of midfield, out near the line of scrimmage. He did his job, killing clock. And McMinnville will call timeout. 3:04 left in the game. And that was a great defensive stand by McMinnville. By my eye, they only gave up 30 seconds of clock. So potentially, let's say you score in a minute like they did their last drive out, and you make it a 1-score game, and you get an onside kick, McMinnville might come back and tie this game. Still 2 touchdowns away from that reality, however. 21-7 South Medford. For those just joining us, South Medford getting out to a 21-0 lead mid-third. Austin Boster with a pair of touchdown catches. Toren Tuttle, the man throwing the passes to Boster. Tuttle notching his 3rd score of the night as well on a quarterback sneak. So he's got 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. And he's not on the field on 4th and 15. Zach Miller back on the South Medford 30 to receive a long snap and punt the ball back deep. McMinnville aiming for the punt block. They don't have a single returner back. Miller, arms outstretched, gets the kick away clean, and this will bite the Grizzlies. A kick that goes all the way inside the McMinnville 25, and a forward bounce down at the McMinnville 25, spotted on the McMinnville 26. First down and 10, McMinnville. 2:53 left in regulation. The Grizzlies need touchdowns. They trail by 2 touchdowns. I've loved the effort from this McMinnville squad. Now it's time for execution. You sharpen your offense, you get a big play, and you make this a 1-score game, and then anything can happen. A ways to go, though. 2:53 left in the ball game, and South Medford's defense with 1 lapse. McMinnville scoring on the last drive. Otherwise, South Medford have played pretty fine defensively. Soft coverage on 1st and 10 from the 27. Snap to Hoskinson. Scrambles, fires deep, going down the left sideline, trying to feed Tony Johnson, but the ball rockets out of his grasp, out of bounds, and incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's a McMinnville team that have grown from early mistakes in the season. I watched the film of their second game of the campaign against Roseburg, shut out on the final tally, 43-0. Turnovers played a factor in that ball game. Only 1 turnover against McMinnville tonight, a deep interception. Hoskinson, 3-step drop, fires down the left on 2nd and 10. It's caught and dancing towards a first down marker, cutting upfield on the left hash mark. Cade Weeks with the catch and run. A pickup of 8, 3rd and 2. And notably, that catch inbounds will drip the clock. 2:25 and rolling. 21-7, South Medford up 2 touchdowns. A big 3rd and 2. High snap to Hoskinson. 3-step drop under pressure. Fires down the middle. One-hand snag. Bounces off the hand of Cody Martin and lands to the turf incomplete. 4th and 2. The ball game at stake. 2:12 in the 4th. It's tough to imagine McMinnville marching down the field twice, but it's impossible to imagine it if they can't convert here. They have 3 receivers on the right, a tight end right, and a back in the backfield to the right. A lob to the right, caught at the 40, breaking a tackle, first down. McMinnville driving down the right sideline and shoved out of bounds on the McMinnville 49 with 2 minutes left in the game. Fresh chains for the Grizzlies, and you got to start thinking end zone. You trail by 14. If they can get a deep strike into the promised land, this could be a dangerous game. 21-7 South Medford, late in the ball game. Hoskinson, low snap, scoops it up, scrambles to the left, under pressure. He's waiting for an open man, fires down the right, and the ball lands incomplete. Going for Aiden Coburn, and just unable to get him. 1:55 in the 4th, 2nd and 10. A yard away from midfield. McMinnville ball trailing by 2. The ball will be snapped from the right hash mark of the 49. A shotgun formation with 3 receivers left. Hoskinson, arms outstretched, gets the snap, rolls left, blitzed, gets it away quick, fires deep, caught, breaking a tackle, and just yards away from 6. Cody Martin with a big play. 1st and goal, McMinnville on the 10. Under 2 minutes in the 4th. 21-7 South Medford. And this game is getting scary, folks. McMinnville are coming back. Tight eye formation on 1st and goal. Hoskinson with a snap, fakes a handoff, rolls out, shakes one tackler, can't break free from 2. He's sacked behind the line. A big loss. 1:20 and dripping, and the clock is working against McMinnville here. 2nd and goal from the 12. You had success in shotgun on this drive. I don't know why they went under center. And it bit them. The sack by South Medford, crucial, because now we have less than a minute to go. Hoskinson under center. Ginter in the backfield. Fakes a handoff, Ginter. Hoskinson rolls out, fires towards the end zone, and the ball just a little too far out in front of the intended receiver. Penalty flags all over the field with 47 seconds left in the game. If it's against McMinnville, I don't know what they do here. 47 seconds left, down 2 touchdowns. And a hold against McMinnville. That's the call. That's against the Grizzlies. That means they go backward even further. And South Medford got to be licking their chops here because they know they were on the ropes and the Grizzlies couldn't deliver the knockout blow. 2nd and goal for the 23 after the hold. This game is tight. It shouldn't be. But McMinnville could argue it could have been tighter. Shotgun snap on 2nd and goal from the 23. A screen down the left flat, tipped off the hands of an intended receiver and incomplete. Tony Johnson, the guy they tried to feed on that play, couldn't get him. And now the clock stops with 43 seconds left in the game. 3rd and goal for the 23. It's not going to be easy for McMinnville. You really got to convert here because that'll get you 6 points, make it a 1-score ball game. And then you onside kick and hope for the best. 21-7 South Medford right now. 3rd and goal for the 23. Hoskinson with a snap, rolls out to the right, fires, and misses everybody. Threw off his back foot under pressure, and the ball hits the white stripe of the right sideline, incomplete. So here's your ball game. 4th and goal from the 23. Timeout McMinnville as they want to draw up something good on 4th and goal with 37 seconds left in the game. And they have no pauses left to use. So if they don't convert, South can kneel and end the game. 21-7 South Medford. Toren Tuttle with a touchdown pass in the 1st quarter, finding Austin Boster. A sneak in the 2nd quarter for another 6 points. And then another touchdown pass in the 3rd, finding Austin Boster. He's got 2 touchdowns tonight, 2 deep ones as well. And if any TV crews came out to McMinnville for this game, I bet you Austin Boster is going to find himself on the highlight reel. 21-7 South Medford. They gave up a McMinnville touchdown on the Grizzlies' last drive, and they were unable to grind the clock to zeros, so they had to punt it away for another McMinnville drive. 21-7 South Medford. McMinnville, though, stymied. They got as close as the 10-yard line, 1st and goal from the 10, and then a sack and a holding penalty backpedaled them to the 23. It's now 4th and goal for the 23, and the ball game hangs in the balance. 37 seconds, no timeouts for McMinnville. They need to reach the end zone. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers left, 1 man right. Hoskinson looks left after getting the snap, fires down the middle. It's deflected and incomplete, and South Medford will escape with a win. 21-7 Panthers, 31 seconds left, no timeouts. Time to kill clock and get out of here. A valiant effort by McMinnville, but it's going to come up short. 21-7 South Medford. South Medford. That's their 3rd win of the year, and it sets up a big game against McNary. Victory formation for the Panthers. Tuttle under center with 31 seconds left. He gets the snap, he kneels, the clock drips down, and South Medford do the obvious, to do what they need to do to get out of here with a win. 21-7 Panthers, your final score. South Medford 3-1 on the year. We'll look ahead to McNary, and we'll recap this win in McMinnville next on News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX. Hi everybody, welcome back to McMinnville High School. That's the site of another Panther win. South Medford 3-1 on the year after dispatching McMinnville 21-7. Toren Tuttle with a pair of passing touchdowns, finding Austin Boster, and a rushing touchdown for good measure. He snuck one in before the end of the first half. Touchdowns in the first, second, and third quarter for Tuttle and the Panthers. They hold on, stymieing a McMinnville late fourth quarter rally, and they win it 21-7. Again, South Medford 3-1 on the campaign. They win by 2 scores tonight. I'm going to sign off, but before I do, I want to get you our players of the game this evening. Let's start with McMinnville. I got to chalk it up to their tailback tonight, Preston Ginter. He had McMinnville's lone touchdown. He also had a couple nice sweeps and drives down the middle. He's got some burst, some speed, and unfortunately for the Grizzlies, just didn't have enough of those big runs. I think the play calling played a part in that because when you're down 3 touchdowns in the fourth, you have to air it out. They couldn't run it with Ginter as much as they wanted to, but he's got some talent. He's my McMinnville player of the game. For South Medford, well, it's obvious. When you have a hand in all 3 Panther touchdowns in a winning effort, you're going to be player of the game. I got to tip my cap to Toren Tuttle, South Medford player of the game tonight. He found Austin Boster wide open on 2 deep touchdown passes in the first and third quarters, and sandwiched in between a 1-yard quarterback sneak on 3rd and goal to double the Panther lead at halftime. They took a decisive 2-touchdown edge at halftime, added a third in the third, and Tuttle led the Panthers to a 21-7 final. 3-1 record for South Medford. They are on a little interesting schedule quirk next week. Everybody else in the Southwest Conference plays each other, but South plays McNary from Kaiser. You can hear that game right here, News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX, streaming online at kcmxam.com. My friend Owen Quilty will have that broadcast, and I will be in Eugene to cover the game of the week, probably the biggest game in the state next Friday, North Medford at Sheldon. Still curious to see what happens there for the Black Tornado, but regardless, I'll sign off and let Panther fans have a moment in the sun. 21-7 South Medford. 21-7 South Medford, the final. For all of us at News Media 99.5 FM, 880 AM KCMX, my name is Matt Bagley, signing off, thanking our friends at Abby's Pizza. I also want to thank our sister stations, 96.1, 580 The Game, 105.1 The Wolf, 93.7 Now FM, 95.7 KBOY, and Light 102, a Stevens Media Group of radio stations. And I want to thank our North Medford broadcaster tonight for trading scores, Owen Quilty. You'll hear Owen next Friday night right here on News Media. For all of us South Medford fans, I want to say good night, go Panthers, and get those Celtics next week, everybody. 21-7 South, 3-1. They play McNary next Friday right here. Have a great Friday night, everybody.